What is it? Let's see. This is Bajaj all new bike. First of all, let's see what Bajaj history goes like. In 2001, the Bajaj announces the first 150 segment for the Indian people, for the bike enthusiasts, that is Pulsar 150. Following with the Pulsar NS 200, Pulsar 150 new segments. But in 2006, Pulsar launches the all-new 220F, the first muscular bike. It was a first sports touring semi-fed bike for the Indian people. Then, now in 2011, it launched its very first naked sports bike, Pulsar NS 200. It was a market capture, but then in 2014, Bajaj gave a big shot by, I don't know, but I felt, but they has given a big shot by launching the yet fastest Indian Pulsar, the RS 200. And now in 2016, the Bajaj has launched yet another fastest Indian Pulsar. What is it? Is it dominating? Is it for big boys? Is it for tour enthusiasts, or is it a commuter? So let's find out. I want to tell you guys what has Bajaj launched. Day before yesterday, it was launched in Pune, and yesterday all over Mumbai. Presenting you the all-new Bajaj Dominar 400. Dominar 400. The name dominates the Indian market. What does it feel like to have a first naked sports segment? And this category from the Bajaj, let's find out very quick. So this is all Pulsars Dominar 400, better known as BS 400 or Kratos 400. It has got all the fantastic stuff till date. Let's find out. What specs are you expecting from a bike like this? She is a beast. Trust me, she is a beast. First of all, she has got some good stuff like all LED headlamps. They doesn't have AHO at present. It has got ABS on board, dual channel ABS. It has got slipper clutch and all that stuff.
क्या अभी बीच में कट हो गया अभी चलेगा
So it has got ABS, slipper clutch. It has got dual console. The dashboard looks fantastic. The handlebar is set for the commuter position. The mirrors seem too wide. It has got LED turn indicators. Fantastic radial tires. And what all stuff? So the paint job, it looks perfectly awesome. So I know you people will not know what the specs actually are till I give you the in-depth review. Let's start. There is no bulbs. There are LED strips for the upper and the upper. It has got fast light which illuminates even when the dipper is on, and that gives a perfect illumination. This is Dominar 400's onboard console, which gives a fantastic stuff like all digital tachometer. It has got something dual trip meters. It has got time. It has got service indicator. It has got many more stuff. And as you can see, the tachometer looks all new. The second stuff I want to show you is it has got a tank illuminated Bajaj logo with the speed indicator, the ABS indicator, the battery and the temperature indicator as well. It has got the ABS on board, dual channel ABS, powered with Vibre brakes. That's just fantastic. Now, as you can see, the handlebars, they are set pretty high for the commuter position, and clocking more times on this bike won't be a difficult issue. I will request you please come and just look at the suspension. Look at the forks powered by the Endurance, and they look just like a sports bike. It has got 43 telescopic forks, and they though not inverted, but they look very composed. The fiber looks perfectly awesome, and it has got the brakes powered by Bi-Brake with ABS. It has got 320 front disc, and most probably what I like is the decals and the paint job on this bike with the ABS sticker stuck on it, very neat. This bike has 110 by 70, the all new MRF's Rev C1 tires, 17 inches along, and the rear gets 110 by 60 R17 tires powered by MRF Rev C1. Looking at those tires, I think they should be pretty meaty to the road surface even in monsoon conditions, but let's see how it performs when I go to the test run. Coming further, the radiator, this thing has a pretty neat grill. This is pretty neat grill. It has got a good cover, and I think it doesn't heat, hopefully, because this engine has been carried forward exactly from the Duke. Just the power has been brought down and retuned, but hope it doesn't heat as the KTM does. Looking at the bike, it has got a perfect paint job. The tank is being carved for a muscular look with the front scoops. The perimeter frame has been set up and is carried forward from the RS200, which is pretty neat and gives a good leaning angle. It has got 73 monoshock suspension with gas charged nitrox. That is pretty neat and looks perfectly awesome. The D400 decal, as you can see, it is stuck pretty neatly on the rear cowl with the good black paint job and white vinyls. Coming back to the rear, it has got dual strip tail lights, all LED, and a plastic fiber tail type that is fantastic. It has got good amount of quality issues, and now Bajaj has got nothing to do with the complaining issues. Coming back and coming to the rear portion of the bike, I would like to tell you as one thing. The sari guard looks stunning with the shape, with the way it is being designed for a better look. It has got a final chain drive. The tires are good. It offers fantastic grip, and this is really a big bike for the teens. As expected, it was a long await for the people. Then, what this bike offers on board? What has it got under the tank? This is the main question that you asked me. What will it be having? What power is it going to give? So, this engine will deliver you a massive 35 bhp of power at 9,000 rpm. That is claimed. I don't know until and unless I ride this bike for myself. And it also delivers something around 35 Nm of torque at 8,500 rpm, which is claimed, but I don't know, is it real? It might deliver a bit more or a bit less, depends on the driving conditions of the people. The undercowl or the underbelly pan looks perfectly composed with this type of bike. And just look at the quality of this underbelly panel. It is very hard. The plastic seems to be, this fiber seems to be perfectly fitted. It shouldn't make any issue while riding on harsh condition roads. And looking at the wheelbase, this bike should have a good leaning angle and the enthusiast should have fun on the bike while clocking more kilometers. So now we are coming to the final leg of this, the ergonomics. The handlebars are set pretty high as set earlier, and the foot pegs are raised to a perfect height. They are not raised towards the back, but they are for the perfect commuting style. You can clock more kilometers without any issues. And the bike feels weightless at something 182 kilograms. It's a curb weight, and this bike has got on-board slipper clutch. Now, what does slipper clutch does? If you are riding at a speed of something around 140 or 150 and then you are shifting to fourth gear from fifth, if you are downshifting, the chain won't lock. So that's a big shot from Bajaj. Then this engine is directly carry forward from the KTM, that is 373.2 cc DOHC engine, liquid cooled, single cylinder, full balance. It has got 6-speed gearbox mated with a constant mesh and wet sump lubrication. This bike is for the teenagers, seriously, who love the league and clock more kilometers and saddle to the longest areas on this bike. Feeling after sitting on this bike is very comfortable. You will not have any back issues. The handlebar is good, the quality feels nice. It has got engine kill switch, it has got fast light switch, it has got backlight switches as well. This bike is powered by the Vibray brakes, that is by Brembo. And the bike feels light, it should be slick. And what I like about the bike is, it is nimble. When you're sitting on the bike, it doesn't feel too huge. It just feels as if you're sitting on a nimble baby. The front look, this look, I think this is a look from Benelli 600R, exactly. But this is a smaller baby for those who go for a price range of around 1.5 lakhs. And Bajaj has managed it to do very well. Finally, what the teens expect? A price range, the power, or the mightier look? Is this a bike for big boys? Surely it is. So this bike has been priced at around 1.36 to 1.5 lakhs ex-showroom Mumbai upon rate. At this price range, you get a massive 373cc engine. Is that it for the people who want to ride like a beast? So this is your decision whether it is a price range to pay for and have this baby at your home to show people that you are a beast and a good. Taking your leave, logs on 2 things, will get a new review and that when I get to test ride this bike. Till then, I'm signing off. Guys, this is Govind, who has done all the photography and videography work. So if you like our video, please do like, subscribe and share the video and give us the opportunity to give you more reviews about the bikes, the cars and whatever you people like. Please let us know. V2W.